Steroids in sports. It's a very controversial topic when you're going into sports. Many people have different ideas about it and have different opinions. Well, I'm here to tell you my opinion on that. I believe that steroids has no part in sports. I think it's bad on the game and also bad on people. Sports bring people together, like throughout the world. It's part of our culture. If you look at Jay from Minnesota, he's a Vikings fan. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and even Taki, who's from Japan, is a Heat fan. It brings us together. We don't have a lot in common, but still have common ground to talk about with sports. Throughout this speech, I'm going to talk about what steroids are, why people use steroids, and why steroids should not be allowed in sports. So the first topic, steroids. The definition of steroids, from meds.net, is one of a large group of chemical substances classified by a specific carbon structure. Steroids include drugs used to relieve swelling and inflammation, such as cortisone, vitamin D, and some sex hormones, such as testosterone. So, not all steroids are bad, and not all steroids are, when you think of someone using steroids, not someone that's huge in the gym that can really hit the door. There's actually two classifications of steroids: corticosteroids and anabolic. And corticosteroids, they're the ones that are legal to use, like that are given by doctors and not banned in sports. Like this inhaler has corticosteroids in it to help with asthma. But the other steroids, that's the one that's banned by sports, and the one that gives people the advantage when working out, is anabolic steroids. And Elizabeth Quinn, who has a Master's of Science degree in sports science and a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology, says, anabolic steroids are testosterone derivatives that help the body metabolize, ingest proteins, and facilitate the synthesis of muscle. They also delay fatigue and may even create a feeling of euphoria. So that's obviously an advantage given to athletes when using steroids. The next thing about steroids is, our next topic is why people use steroids. People use steroids for many different reasons, but one of the reasons is it's easy to use and it's easy to get a hold of. All it is takes a couple shots a week, if that, and you can get the edge you need when working out or training for your sport and to gain that advantage. Children and adolescents can access different types of performance-enhancing drugs on the internet, right at school, on a traveling team, or in the local gyms. This is a quote by Jesse Irving, who was a personal trainer who was against steroid use. He's just basically telling us how easy it is for anyone to get steroids in today's generation, and that's why they become so much popular. They're also used by people to recover from injuries. Mark McGwire, who was a St. Louis Cardinals baseball player, got caught using steroids, and he said that, "I thought it would help me heal and prevent injuries too." And that's a lot of people's argument for steroids being used in sports, is it helps prevent and recover from injuries. But that's really not true. A quote from the former president of the new chapter of New York American College of Sports Medicine says, "Anabolic steroids have no healing power whatsoever. The only medical use are in cases of delayed sexual maturity and make certain diseases where there is muscle wasting, and to suppress estrogen activity in some form of cancers." This is told by Louis Mayer. So, the next point I'll go on to is why steroids not be allowed in sports. Sports are meant to be a natural ability that you have, and that's what you work for. And if steroids were allowed in sports, it would create a cheating culture. It would create the reason steroids should not be allowed in sports is because the health issues that it brings, the culture that it would create, and with steroids being allowed in sports comes many health risks. Steroids are not good for you when taken as human growth hormones. They create many they can make your liver, get cancer, and create many heart diseases. A quote from the New York State Department of Health: when improperly used, steroids can cause serious health problems such as heart disease, high blood pressure, liver damage, and cancer cells. So if steroids were allowed in sports, people would be using them more often, and there'd be even more death-related sports-related deaths like there is in football now with concussion issues. Another argument people may have that are pro-steroids for steroids being allowed in sports are people that say that it boosts popularity of sports. Baseball is a good example of this, people say that if steroids were allowed in baseball, it would create more home runs, which would create more viewership from the younger generation, like mine. Because baseball is usually watched by people like our old generation, like our parent generation. But that is not all. That may be the case. It may boost popularity for a while, but then it would start to become. Like people would start looking at it different, like it's a cheating idea. Like look at Alex Rodriguez, who was the Yankees player that got caught using steroids, who was suspended all year. Everybody respected him a lot when he was with the Yankees, when he was on top of his career. But then when everybody started to find out he was using steroids, nobody has respect for him. So baseball would become a sport that would be looked at as almost not a real sport. And when steroids were allowed in sports, it would create a cheating culture beyond sports. Kids look up to athletes, and if they were allowed to use steroids, kids would start to take the easy way out also. They would start to use steroids at young ages, which would really stunt their growth and give them more serious health concerns. It would also create a culture with kids that, with homework, schoolwork, working at whatever job they're at, they would give minimal effort, just like their favorite athlete they get into the pros. So I've gone through the points of why I think that I've gone through what steroids are, why people use steroids, and why steroids should not be allowed in sports. And I'm going to leave with one thing. I'm going to say the quote that if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. If sports are already great, many people love them. There's no point in trying to increase revenue or increase popularity. If you don't like baseball, you don't like football, don't let drugs try to become a factor that makes it